Hello, it is about 4:45 on Tuesday. The day after I felt like I had a little mini mental breakdown. When I finished talking to you guys, I really just kind of struggled through the rest of the day. I started paying my bills, but I didn't finish because there was a couple of things I needed to look at first. So I need to finish that up today. I struggled to get everything ready for today. Like, everything just took me a long time because I just felt like my mind was everywhere. I couldn't really focus. I ended up not cooking because I had a gift card. I used the rest of my gift card. And after I finished speaking to you, I just didn't speak at all for the rest of the day. So I consciously stayed silent for the rest of the day. That includes talking to the dogs, as weird as that sounds. I avoided my phone. I avoided social media. And I just stayed quiet. And I know that I've said this before. I can't really explain it, but me physically not talking or engaging in any kind of way does help me to kind of come down from that heightened sense of stress that I feel. And I went to bed a little bit earlier than normal because I was super tired. And I was worried when I woke up this morning because I woke up feeling just as bad as I did yesterday, if not worse. Dragged myself onto my Peloton, took a class with Cody, didn't even just was very mediocre with that class, wasn't even trying to push or anything, but knew that you got to exercise, because if you don't exercise, you're going to feel even worse than what you do. And got dressed. Luckily, by the time I finished exercising and getting dressed, I did feel better. But when my first class started, before I let the first student in from the waiting room, I had to take 3 deep cleansing breaths and really tell myself, you're just gonna have to put on a show. You can do this. You got to teach today. Because I was even negotiating, is there some way I can just have a sub today so I can just lay in the bed and just be. But I did it. I taught. And the good news about teaching, and the reason why I'm still doing it despite the stress, is the teaching part always makes me feel better. The actual act of teaching students always makes me forget about the stress that is incorporated with being a teacher and focus on the joy that I derive from teaching. Even in a virtual setting, it's just, interacting with the kids, talking to them about new things, hearing them express things that they've learned does help. And so as the day progressed, I felt better and better about just things in general. My list of things to do is still there. And I'm just trying to remind myself that it's almost like I have to just say it is what it is. And when people say that, it has such a negative connotation. But for me, it is what it is means I know that I've done everything I can do to be supportive, to be communicative within reason. Within reason and within respect of my mental, physical, and emotional health. And I'm going to continue to do that. I won't be able to call every parent. I won't be able to talk to every student every time they don't come to class. I won't be able to grade every assignment in the timeline that students and parents want me to. All I can do is the best that I can do. And that is what I'm doing right now. So I just have to do that. I have to remind myself of that and just keep going and know that spring break is coming. And yeah, that's it. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now. There's supposed to be a power outage in my house or in my neighborhood because they're doing some maintenance, and this is the second time that they've said that, but the power is still currently on. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but I didn't pick up the camera all day today because I really just wanted to maintain a certain level of silence, and so I really only spoke when it was necessary. And I do feel lighter today than I did yesterday, so that is the good news. So I'm getting ready to cook, and I think I might even take Riley out for a WALK. I can't take Genesis anymore. She's just is too old, and that is the other thing that I think is stressing me out, that makes me feel unwell, because my stomach does hurt and it almost feels like I'm getting an ulcer because Genesis hasn't really been eating like she needs to be, and she just looks so small, so thin. And so it's just this feeling of is something going on? Is this it? When should I be concerned that she's not eating? Just all of that, I think, doesn't really help. So we actually sat outside today for a few minutes after my last class just to sit in the sun, and I just cradled her and asked her to give me a kiss, and she refused to. But that's part of the stress. It's just Genesis being old and all of that. So I can't take her on a walk because her little legs can't handle it. She's just like very delicate. So I'm gonna take little Riley Roo because he enjoys them and he needs them for his mental health and his physical health because he's a little chunk. But that's it. I just wanted to check in and say hello. I am feeling better. I'm not gonna do much more talking today because I think I still need to kind of take it easy and just minimize my talking. But I did skim some of the comments that you've left throughout the day, and they are all very encouraging as always. I don't know that I would ever consider a different job. I just know that teaching is stressful, as you all know, and there's certain times of the year where it is more stressful than others, and I think March is around that time. And then couple that with the fact that I have been virtually teaching or preparing to virtually teach for just shy of a year. March 13th was the last day I was in school under normal circumstances, and it's just been a lot. And I'm just tired, and so that's just kind of where I'm at. I don't know that my day yesterday means seriously that I want to do something else as a profession, but there are days where I just miss working at the bank because I clocked in, did my work, worked hard while I was there, and then I left and then didn't have any responsibility to it until I showed up to work the following shift. So that's that. Thank you for everyone that's left a comment and encouraged me. And if you're feeling the same way, as you can see, I'm right there with you. So if it helps you to take comfort in that, please do that. That's why I'm sharing where I'm at, so that people know you're not the only one, and teachers that you may perceive as just having it all planned out and smooth sailing, they're struggling too. And if they never tell you that, then they're just lying. They're not lying, they're just kind of censoring what you see for whatever reason that may be. But if you enjoyed today's little check-in, give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do. Follow me on Instagram. I would love to have you over there. And as always, I hope that you are well. And if you are not well, please be well. And I will see you guys tomorrow.